Hello everybody, my name is Alicia. I just turned 33 August 1st, that was yesterday, and I have been feeling compelled to use my voice and to share more. And so something that's been on my mind a lot lately in my decision to embrace my solitude and kind of isolate myself and be more intentional about how I'm spending my time, my energy, and just the things that I'm consuming. Even, I've been in relationships with a man, I would say, since I've been about 17 years old. So I have not sat with my own energy I'm 33, for about 15, 16, 17 years. That's a long time to not have sat with your own energy. Forgive me, I'm holding this in my hand and driving. That's a long time to not have sat with your energy. And, when you're young, you think about sex as like pleasure or, just the physicality of things. You don't think about the things that you might be exchanging that you can't see or you can't really put a word on, or you don't really know how to verbalize the exchange that just happened after sex. And I was trying to look online and see if anyone had spoken about it. And I seen something called sexually transmitted demons, like STDs, but in a spiritual sense. And I hate to call anybody a demon, but I do think that we all have great qualities and we all have some not so great qualities. Forgive my appearance. I went to bed very late at 4 a.m. and I got up and drove 3 hours home right after. So I've probably been in here. So ignore my appearance. So since recently, I had a breakup about 3 years ago, and I just recently had another breakup. I had a breakup about 3 years ago. I was with a man for 7 years. We had a lot of qualities that were similar. We both like nature. We both like herbs. We like exotic fruits. We like road trips. We appreciated healing and things like that. But our communication style was different, and our love languages were very different, and our ability to receive love was very different. So that didn't work out. I was not satiated in that relationship, and I decided this isn't for me. I would prefer my solitude. Again, I end up in a relationship. I'm in that relationship for 3 years. This man is incredibly generous and patient. Generous, patient, and just a really, really wonderful experience overall. But again, I can feel that I'm not satiated. It doesn't feel like it's a priority for me to be invested in a relationship with a man right now, when I need my own therapy. I need my own healing. I need to have a good, consistent, healthy gym routine and good, healthy foundation around me as far as friendships and family members go. I don't want to be a burden to my partner. I don't want to be a burden to myself. And so I'm not ready for a long-term committed relationship because I don't have the capacity for it. And it's important to me to show up and really be responsible, respectful, ready, willing. I don't want to come into anybody's life and be baggage. I really want to come in and contribute my all. And I don't know what my all looks like, so I need to sit with myself and figure that out. Anywho, long story short, I'm with this man for 3 years. Now, when I met this man, I kind of realized, like, I'm carrying some of my exes, from my 7-year relationship prior to him. I'm carrying some of my exes, like, energy, his thought patterns, just some of his stuff. Oh, come on now. Somebody almost scratched me. He could be very judgmental. A lot of times when he would make changes, like healthy changes, he would get really crazy and want everybody else around him to make healthy changes, and I do that now. There's just things that he used to do that I do now, and I'm like, oh my God, I've downloaded some of this man's strengths as far as like matting a photo, or some of his stuff I've been able to download. Like, I've been able to suck it up. It's good stuff. It's good quality stuff, but then some of it's not so good stuff, and that also I carry with me. Even though he's not around any longer, I have been away from him for 3 years. He still pops up. His behavior, his language, his thoughts, his things he said to me still pops up in my head. He's still in my realm. He's still in my world because I let him in once. Now, this man that I was with for 3 years recently, I haven't been with this man for 3 months. We're not really in consistent contact. I don't think we really left on bad terms. I'm not upset, but I think that it can be upsetting when someone decides that they would prefer solitude. Is this person upset? I don't know. Based off the way that they're interacting, yes. But I can't speak for anyone. But since I've been away from this man, when I met him, I was thinking, like, this man is so anxious. He has such a lot of anxious body language, and he has a hard time sleeping. He jumps out of his sleep. Oh, one thing that I wanted to point out. The first man I ever dated, had sex with when I was like 17 years old, before he would fall asleep, his leg he would do like this twitching in his muscle, and then he would flinch, like jump, and then he would be knocked out. That was like his thing. That was not my thing. I didn't used to jump before I went to sleep. I didn't twitch before I went to sleep. Now, when I fall asleep, I jump before I fall asleep. I downloaded whatever that little behavior was from that first man that I dated. Now, I might sound crazy. That's fine. I've sounded crazy before. This is my experience, and this is what I have experienced in my life. And if I don't share it, somebody else might not know that they are also experiencing this. What else I want to say? So we're carrying all these little things around with us, and I don't think it can just be partners. I think it can also be friendships. Like, you start to say little sayings that your friends say, or thinking like your friend because the mindset makes sense to you. People just rub off on us, and when we're like literally touching private parts and rubbing crotches together, they're definitely going to rub off on us, and it's going to be difficult to get rid of that. So I am saying all this to say that at 33, I just turned 33 yesterday, I am feeling like so much of who I am and what I am is not even me anymore. I'm just carrying stuff, and I'm just like in my head about the past that and the past keeps like just randomly popping up out of nowhere, like random horrible memories that I don't want. Like this one. I was just making up my bed, minding my business. I was excited about my purple sheets, and I just happened to like bend over a certain way, and it just reminded me of like squatting on this guy's face. Let me not say this guy. This really, really lovely man whose face I enjoyed sitting on. And he blew air up my vagina, and he was like, women love to feel full. And in that moment, I should have known all that I needed to know. But I thought I could explain it to him. I thought I could explain to a man something. I thought I could speak to a man and actually get somewhere. That's what I thought. And no, they didn't. They thought that I had a vagina, but they knew more about my vagina than I did. So women like to feel like a balloon, and that's why he blows up women's crotches during oral sex. Anywho, this is my first YouTube video. I don't know.